Hi friends, Simon here from InformedTrades.com. Today is Monday, August 11th, 2014. Time for our daily Forex chart review. In these sessions each day, I review the charts as I see them. I'm sharing the trades I'm placing, adjustments to existing positions that I have on the markets, all as part of helping traders learn. You can learn from my successes, learn from my mistakes. We can all learn together. These are live trades. Trades are verified by myfxbook.com. You can see the entire track record I have over on my blog on Informed Trades, where we also have a huge amount of learning material. So if the information I'm presenting is unfamiliar to you, check out the university section of Informed Trades. Ask questions, share your knowledge. We can all learn together. Okay, let's take a look at the charts. As usual, we'll start with a look at the chart of gold. I mentioned this on Friday. Yesterday, Friday's close. This is an inverted hammer off of the 200 exponential moving average. Pretty bearish sign. One could also argue that it's occurring at a resistance level, right? This high here, May 6th resistance. It sort of became support here, June 26th, or actually, I would say June 20th, all the way until July 8th. It was actually the support level. So this area, we have an inverted hammer, and there's been some support resistance activity at this level in the past. Those two put together make it look a little bearish technically. Today, it's we haven't had much of a decline, so that's supportive for the bulls and doesn't validate this bearish signal just yet. However, long term, I'm looking to buy. I think we may have put in the low here. I think this may be a really significant low that we won't revisit for quite some time. At least that's from the perspective of cycle analysis. That's sort of what it seems like. Yeah, so in terms of the near-term levels, I think 1297, where the 50 simple moving average is, and 1310, where the 200 exponential moving averages may be the support and resistance levels to watch. I do think price is going to ultimately head much higher above the 2011 highs, and so from a long-term perspective of accumulating, we may be beginning that journey soon. That's at least my hunch, my hypothesis. We'll see. So that's sort of gold. We're still in that longer range of 1270 to 1330. Bitcoin prices volatility has really declined over the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading sessions. So we'll see. Getting above, the bulls will really want to get above this trend line. We do have a pattern of lower highs in place. So if we can clear 600, that's the first sign. Clearing 607, there's a bunch of resistance levels here. It has to clear this trend line, has to clear the 50 simple moving average here, and then really formidable resistance at 640 and even here 680. With that said, I do think 567 is a decent level to buy at. We did see buyers step in there, so price goes back down there. There may be some opportunity to buy. I got long at 522 or short, little above that. I'm still holding my position. I'm not even really, it's a really small position. I'm not bothering with de-risking or anything like that. I am looking for a 10 times return, so I want to see Bitcoin go to 5,300. If it goes to 0, my position is really small. That's obviously not preferred, but the risk is there, or the tolerance is there to take that risk. Okay. So that's Bitcoin. Now we are looking at Euro Kiwi. This is the one trade that I have on at the moment. July was a bit of a rough month for me. I ended up losing a little over 1.5% overall, which is a larger drawdown, of course, than I'd like. Of course, we'd want it to be positive, but that's fine. Definitely still able to get back in it. For the year, I'm just slightly below break even, so we have 4 months left. Obviously, I like to be further ahead, but with my trading approach, it's usually 1 or 2 big trades that make everything worthwhile. So hopefully I got some of those and can get back into the green again. Euro Kiwi, so this is a trade I entered at this level here, this resistance line. It was established as a support level May 15th, here, March. Now we're clearly in a downtrend, and prices pulled back to that level. We did have, I believe this candle, this August 6th candle, is going to be a bearish checkmate. Long wick, I don't think we're going to get above this high. That's sort of what I'm really betting on here. Whether or not we will, this high here is going to stick. I think it will stick, and we're going to head back down. That's sort of the thesis behind the trade. We'll see how it pans out. Definitely price is a little stronger than I would like to see, especially this candle here, August 8th. That is the biggest red flag. I don't want to see a candle of this strength when I'm going short in the opposite direction. But we'll see. Currently, the position is basically at break even, very slightly in the money. What I do find encouraging is that I am seeing signs of New Zealand dollar strength on other pairs. New Zealand dollar has really been a source of many woes for me, where I really I was down 1.5% in a little more than that in July, and most of that came from New Zealand dollar trades. So there were some Reserve Bank of New Zealand announcements, and that sort of really messed things up, really blew out a lot of technical patterns I had. Okay, so that's Euro Kiwi. Dollar Singapore. This is an order I have, and it's not yet filled, and this is often what happens when you have a really beautiful long wick, right, like we see here. This is a fantastic setup. Price pulls back to a resistance level in the midst of a downtrend and forms this pattern at the resistance level and also at the 200 exponential moving average. What I think I'm aiming to do when I see a candlestick especially with a wick this long, is to enter partially on a market order, because we're 34 pips away from my entry point now. Prices, which in terms of dollar Singapore, that's quite a bit. That pair doesn't move that much, so I don't know if we'll get the pullback. It probably won't. When you see that long wick, especially a wick of that size, often I think you need to jump in. If you really want to be a part of it, because it's not going to give you that type of pullback. I've seen that repeatedly. So something to bear in mind here, and maybe a tweak to my trading approach that I'll be making. But yeah, dollar Singapore, if it comes back 34 pips, I'll get filled at 25.32. My stop is at 25.68, and target profit is the lows here, 23.61. So pretty nice setup here. Let's see if it gets filled. Honestly, I'm kind of expecting that it won't get filled. A new order that I put on today is Kiwi Yen. I'm going long Kiwi Yen, and similar idea here. We have a really long pattern, a long wick pattern here. I'm going long at 86.35. No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. 86.30. Yes, I'm going long at 86.30. My stop is at 85.45. So I'm risking 85 pips there, and really this is another case of a bullish checkmate here. Really, anytime I see a long wick, I have basically interpret that as a checkmate type of formation, where I don't think that low is going to be breached. So this August 8th low, I think that's it. We have the 200 exponential moving average here as support. Also, plus we're near this support level, which was established here, May 29th. We have a nice trading range here that preceded a big move up. I think we may see something similar again. So I'm long at 86.30, and my stop 85.45 with the support level I'm entering at, the 200 exponential moving average, the low of the long wick. Market has to clear all those to get to my stop, and my target profit is 89.65. This gives me a reward risk of 3.94, a little more than that. So pretty good. I like a minimum of 3, but 3.94 is definitely better than that. That's nice. And this is a double top. You see the target profit is going back to July 10th. We had a high here. We also had that high here back in April. So I set this as a target. If price were to go there, I would expect some resistance because it is a well-established level. But I think price could go there based on the formation. And that's sort of it for my trades for today. Not much going on. Just put on that one order on Kiwi Yen. It's also documented on my blog on Informed Trades. Any questions you have, anything you want to add, join us at Informed Trades. Best of luck in your trading, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.